I am about to show you my back workout. So I'm at AUK Gym, brand new. I've only been there for about 3 sessions now, so just getting used to the machines and the ambience, and I can tell you that it is one kind of a gym. I originally came from Pure Gym, and not to be offensive to anyone, but it's full of NPCs and 14-year-olds. No one really takes it very seriously, so it's nice to get a change of scenery. So here I am, I'm starting off with a vertical angle of pulling, and I'll either start with a deadlift, which is vertical from pulling from the floor, whereas this is like pull down, pulling from vertically above. So I'm starting off here, I'm pumping the lats, getting the body ready, priming the nervous system. I can't actually see how heavy I'm going. I wasn't really counting, but it was just a nice weight I could get for 10 to 12 reps. I like to begin with the lats, as they're my most underdeveloped back muscle, second to the traps. So I like to get as much blood in here as possible, tear down as much muscle fibre as I can. Then it means that when I get to the deadlifts and the heavier exercises, I've already got a good pump and I'm already warmed up. I'm still experimenting between quite a wide grip and a more narrower grip. I find my grip, my actual forearm grip, begins to give up on the 3rd or 4th set, so I find that doing more of a shoulder width grip like I am here, I get a better pump and a better grip. So this is the first time I've used this hammer strength converging row, and I can tell you that the pump and the squeeze on the lower lat is insane, absolutely lethal here. So I'm only using probably 20 kilo a side, and it's a really nice range of motion. The grip and the formulation of the grip and where you can hold it is really good. So I do, I think 5 or 6 reps here each side just to get used to it, and then I slowly up the weight as I go on. But going back, Pure Gym was just a really bad gym. I know you get what you pay for, but the facilities were going downhill, it was too busy, and you couldn't concentrate on your own work. Other than Pure Gym, I've been training at home in the home gym, the dungeon. Just the black and white walls of brickwork and dust and cold and really hot in the summer. I quite like training in there, but I don't have the luxury of all this equipment, all the machines. But I definitely will showcase a few videos in there, as there's a lot of training I can do in that garage. So I think I'm up to my top set here, so I've got a couple of 20s on there, and going through it quite nicely. So back training, I think second to legs is probably my favourite muscle group to train, and most people hate back and leg training, but over this last year to 18 months, back and leg training has been such a wonderful muscle group to train. So I'm now on the plate loaded hammer strength pull down, and this again is such a great exercise. I feel that I do too many pull down exercises and row exercises on machines and free weights. I'm a little nervous around that. However, I like the feel that I can control it, and with a drop of a hat I can change the weight and do drop sets. But now I'm doing both arms at the same time, and this one I can get a really good contraction. So yeah, this is my last set with a couple of plates on. The gym was really quiet, and it's lovely to be in such a still atmosphere. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to be in a hustle and bustle environment with loud music, but the music was quiet. There was 2 or 3 people in there, the lighting was good, I could get on in my own time, I could take my time, and it was such a nice environment. So definitely I'll be going there for a lot more training sessions. And as the weather gets worse towards winter, I'll definitely be training at home in the comfort of the -5 degree garage. So after this pull down exercise, I've done pull downs to death now. I go on to a single dumbbell row, and it's kind of dies a death. I only do 2 sets here. My lower back was becoming quite tight. I don't think I really warmed my hamstrings up very well, so I'm struggling with quite a light weight here. The form isn't amazing, but definitely on my second set I start to utilise straps, and the form definitely goes downhill. So I sacrifice and go to 40 kilo, where I only manage about half a dozen reps each arm, as I didn't want to get too tired for the deadlift. But I definitely think that I killed too much petrol out of the tank, and didn't leave myself enough energy. But yeah, back training's always been one of those sessions that I've always looked forward to in the week. So here I'm just finishing off the rows, and here's down to the real nitty-gritty stuff. So I warm up with bent over rows, probably my favourite exercise, but I always leave it till last, just because I want to make sure I'm fully warmed up and I don't compromise anything or get any injuries in the shoulders. So I step it up to 100 kilos now. and turn it into a pendlay row so I get the most explosiveness and power. And this is a real secret exercise, so viewers, here's a bit of value for you. Definitely utilise the pendlay row, whether or not that's overhand or underhand. You want to be as explosive as possible and work between 6 and 10 reps here. And it's nice to transition from a strict bent over row into a pendlay row, then into your deadlifts. It's just a nice sweeping transition. You get your lats warmed up, your traps, and then you gradually get your glutes and your hamstrings used to and warmed up and primed to start hitting heavy numbers on deadlifts. So got 140 kilo, and it didn't feel very light today. It felt really heavy, which about a week ago when I trained back, it was going up very quickly. There was speed reps, the bar had a lot more whip in it, but today I think I was just gassed too early doing too many row exercises and too many pull downs, but I still grind it out. I have 2 sets of this, however I don't think I had that other set on camera. The battery was a little temperamental, so I just jumped up to 160 here for a couple of 3 reps, and it felt quite healthy, so I just thought I won't go any more. I'll just have a good set, give it 80%, 90% on this, and then finish up with some biceps. But now the deadlift, hands down, has been my favourite exercise for the last 3 to 4 years. I think my stats went about 150 kilo at the age of 15, and then 200 by the age of 18. So I'm really happy with my deadlifts, and it's always been an exercise that I think I will continue to want to grow. The main goal is to go to a 300 kilo deadlift. But is it healthy? Who knows? So I just want to make sure that my health is right. So I'm just doing some alternating curls here, and I remember doing this and I felt really tired, you know, whether or not I hadn't been eating correct in the morning or the night before, but the blood circulation wasn't amazing, the pump wasn't great, so I wasn't feeling great. But yeah, I'm just doing a few curls here, and I hate biceps, I hate arm training. I say really negative today, but arm training is not my favourite. But I definitely don't do myself any favours doing it on the end of a really intense session. They need their own day, really. If you want big arms, you definitely want to train biceps and triceps on their own. After these exercises, I'll go into a sit-down incline curl, which I haven't done for the last year, so it's quite nice to experiment. So I just pre-exhaust the biceps even more with these. And I believe I've gone into some hammer curl variations. But what a gym though. This gym is so amazing. It's underground. It's got real good hardcore music on. It's not like these NPC gyms you get around towns these days where you're not allowed loud music, you can't use chalk, you can't. It's not about banging around weights or being aggressive or toxic or leery, but it's nice to have a little bit of a rough and raw and ready feeling where you can go, you can train, and you don't have to be cosmetically aesthetic. So yeah, I'm just finishing up with some hammer curls here before I go onto the incline bench. And again, I've been here for about 40 minutes and there's only still 2 people in the gym. So what a great atmosphere it is. So I'm really grinding out these last few reps here. But if you've got this far, it's 8 minutes into the video already. If you've got this far and you're enjoying my content, please leave a like. It'll really help me out, and do subscribe for more valuable content in the future. I do have a book available on Amazon. It's down in the description, Bodybuilding for Teens. I definitely would recommend anyone who is beginning weightlifting, bodybuilding, strength training, muscle building, or just general fitness to get involved and read it. I think it's a really good read, and hopefully it'll give you some motivation to continue training. So that's all, folks. Stick around and subscribe.